Hey, Christian here, and today we've got an algebra question. Solve for x, and we've got this complex, annoying pair of fractions with x on the bottom of both. Okay, so the quickest trick to problems like these where you've got complex fractions on both sides, multiply by the denominator. You can cross multiply to get the x over to the left-hand side and the x minus a over to the right-hand side. It will look uglier, but it will mean that you don't have any fractions. So if we were to multiply this out, 1 minus x would give us x on the left-hand side, and a times x minus a would give us ax minus a squared. And that gives us our right-hand side. Now we're solving for x ultimately, which means we need to gather all of the x terms. We can do that by minusing ax on both sides to get it over to the left. Now, they're not quite combined, but they are at least on the same side now. The trick here is not a very... Actually, it's a very common trick, but it's not a very obvious one. In order to collect the x terms, the only way you can do it is by pulling x out as a common factor. Once you do that, you'll find that the piece that's left over can easily be divided over to the other side, which means that when we divide both sides by 1 minus a, we'll get our value. Now, the only thing here is we're not allowed to divide by 0, right? So you actually have to qualify in this question as long as a is not equal to 1. Because if a was equal to 1, then 1 minus a would equal 0, and you're not allowed to divide by 0. There's no way around that. You just have to qualify that that's what you're saying. Now, a lot of the time, teachers won't really pick up on it, but technically they can mark you incorrect if you haven't qualified that little extra bit. So wherever you remember to, make sure that you actually do it. It's not a step that you can just skip because you don't feel like it. But that's actually all there is to this question. Once you get past the whole fractions thing, it's not too bad. If you want to see more questions like this, dozens of them, as well as all the content videos where I teach all of this stuff, the tech videos, the whole 9 yards, jump into Making Sense of Methods, the online program. I look forward to seeing you guys in there.